I need to warm up. A warm-up in the drawing way is a short session where you prep your skills before engaging in a more intense and purposeful drawing. I'm going to show you what that is and specific warm-up techniques to do before you go into certain drawings. You don't have to do every single thing on this list to warm up, but I like to do at least 4. 3 regularly and 1 that is targeted towards the work I'm doing that day. Who's ready to warm up so hard you melt? Okay, who's ready to be reasonable with expectations? Woo! The first thing I do is I do this to loosen up my arm and hand. I use my whole arm to do it. Another term I heard is to skate the page, which is a more gentle and smooth way of doing it. It's making figure 8s like an ice skater while changing your pen pressure. Freehand circles are next. I just fill a page with circles. Some thick, some are thin. I'm paying attention to line weight for some, with the goal of making one side thicker. Still, keep this quick. Even if I don't do cross-hatching a lot in my work, I use this to warm up my control of the pen. I do quick flicks, and I try to keep them uniform. I also use this as a moment to try different pens. We all have our faves, but it's good to try others once in a while. What if you get a new fave pen or pencil tool? Shapes! Draw cubes, spheres, cones, cylinders. Draw them in perspective to practice foreshortening. Make a blobby shape and then try to make it 3D. Give it some form. However, we're gonna go 3D. Some exercises I've seen is to draw cuts into shapes like this, or break a shape in half. Gestures. There's so many gesture drawing sites. Gesture drawing helps you get better at poses. They're quick and loose, and the point is not to get it perfect, but as a way to study the pose. A lot of you probably draw people most, so it's always good to do them. Your goal is to get down to form. And having a timer of 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or a minute helps you focus on that goal. Capture the information of the pose, like you captured my... Yeah, drawing gestures every day helped me get better, but the book Forced Dynamic Life Drawing helped me immensely with this. This is one of my favorite drawing books I got recommended from another artist talking it up on YouTube. I linked it in the description, and the artist, Michael Matizzi, even has a channel on YouTube teaching it. Also, I have a much easier time doing gestures traditionally than digitally. It just feels better, and I have a better sense of scale when doing them traditionally. Inks! Inking isn't tracing.
I'll trace a chocolate around your dead fucking body!
It isn't tracing your pencils or your sketch. It's thinking with a line. I have an inkling that because it involves intentionally placing line weights, fills, hatching, and more, that I consider inking thinking. You won't find a headline that says, "Inker dies, now penciler has no one to make their lines darker." You're more likely to see a headline that says, "Performance artist causes fire, at large." First I do some zebra stripes. I learned this from a great video from BAM Animation, check them out. Then some weighted circles and boxes, then hatching. Do you like inking as much as I do? Because I love inking. Remember the handy ink acronym. Indoor... naked... cats? When you're trying to find your own inking personality, I think using pencils from comic artists are great to practice on. Those are just a few ways I like to practice. What about le couleur? That's a loaded topic, and honestly I think it should be its own video.
Or you're a coward.
Before, I'd just run straight into drawing whatever I wanted, and it was a bad habit I had to fix. I've been warming up every day, and I've seen a change in my work in a positive way. Becoming a bit looser and practicing helped me solve problems that were coming up while working. You don't have to do all these things to warm up. Just pick and choose a few every day. Even if you have art block, you could just lean into a practice day. I have days I can't even finish a work, but doing some exercises make me feel like, hey, I did something today, and I'm inching towards progress. You can make that progress too, and you'll be hot